Tidy up a bit there, lad.
Sorry.
Guys. Here we are, guys. Thanks, boys.
You weren't at the drawing then, were you? I was, but just looking up the score, can't find it. Mustn't have it looked. Referee John Lalor throws in the ball for the replay of the Laois Minor Hurling Championship final between Castletown Slieve and Portlaoise. First to break away of Portlaoise, long relieving clearance there from Ethan O'Reilly. Ball breaks down towards the corner forward. Dara Phelan, man who got a point in the opening stages of last 2 weeks' drawing game. Well caught by the Castletown defender. Under pressure, clears a good ball halfway out, but it goes only far. Shane Smith. Shane Smith is pushed off the ball by a Castletown man. Smith back on the ball, wearing number 9, going very near the sideline on the far side. Ball going to be kept in play by Lee Davis. Lee Davis, but ball breaks kindly for a Portlaoise man. He goes to the ground, and referee John Lalor balls his whistle, and a free in for Portlaoise. Just 1.5 minutes into the game, a foul on Quayle and Murphy, the team captain, and a chance for Aaron Bergen, who is the top scorer in the drawn game. A chance for Aaron Bergen to open his account before the second minute. Bends, lifts and strikes, and straight over the bar. A point for Aaron Bergen. Of course, it will be remembered that he got a free in injury time to win the game the last day, but the ball tailed off wide. Ball poked out for the Castletown goalkeeper, Michael Cuddy. Breaks around the centre of the field. Stalemate out there. Aaron Bergen is involved. The ball is going to break kindly. Breaks for the centre half forward for Castletown, Martin Phelan. Still Martin Phelan gets it along the ground, but well blocked down by Owen Nealon. O'Neill sends it past centre field, gets it towards Quayle and Murphy. Quayle and Murphy goes to the ground, and he's won the second free for Portlaoise, this time a bit farther out, but again it's to be taken by Aaron Bergen. Scorer of a point after 1.5 minutes. Castletown will know that he capable of doing an awful lot of damage from place balls. Aaron Bergen just 2 yards or so in from the sideline on the far side. Under the watchful eye of John Riley. Aaron Bergen makes no mistake. The umpire looks up and it's a good one. Making the scoreline, Portlaoise 2 points. Castletown Slieve no score after just 1 3/4 minutes of play. Castletown win this ball around centre field. The man with it is Kieran Conroy. Kieran Conroy's shot though is well blocked down, comes out towards Shane Smith. Smith is going to be who? Gets it a second time, gets it back out towards the centre half back for Portlaoise, Dylan Feen. Dylan Feen's shot going to go very well in towards Lee Davis, or the full forward. Niall Gleeson well cleared out by the corner back for Castletown, Ty Cuddy. Castletown Slieve Bloom. Castletown Slieve Bloom with their first attack. Ball in towards the man who went off injured the last day. Ross Holmes, the referee. John Lalor blows his whistle for a free in, for a rather wild tackle on the Castletown Slieve Bloom man, and no doubt he's going to have a word with a Portlaoise defender. Doesn't look to be too seriously injured, but at the same time will probably warrant a yellow card, and not even a yellow card by the looks of things. The Castletown man has recovered. He seems to be okay. He got the opening point in the drawn game. He's Conor Phelan, wearing number 3, but playing anywhere the ball is to be free to be taken by Dylan Conroy, star of the Mountrath Vocational Schools march to the All-Ireland final. Dylan Conroy strikes and opens his account, the Castletown account. Dylan Conroy from a free makes it 2 points to 1 in favour of Portlaoise, seeking a first championship title since 2001. The ball poked out by the Portlaoise keeper Craig Haslam. Ball breaks around centre field for Shane Smith. Still to Shane Smith, under pressure, sends a good ball way up towards the half forward line, in towards the full forward line, in towards Aaron Bergen. Aaron Bergen slips. Waiting there for it was Quayle and Murphy, the captain. Quayle's shot's going to go out for the first wide of the game. First wide for Portlaoise after 3 minutes of play. No wides for Castletown. Puck all to be poked out by Micheál Cuddy in the goal for Castletown Slieve Bloom. Going in towards Quayle and Murphy again, and a rather soft free, one would imagine, for number 15 on the Portlaoise team, Lee Davis, but a chance for Aaron Bergen.
Yellow card or
No. No. Aaron Bergen a chance for get his third point of the game after just 4.5 minutes of play. Bending, lifting, striking in perfect conditions almost in front of the goal, but this time out over the end line and wide. Second wide for Portlaoise. Picked out by Michal Cuddy. Got a break around the centre of the field. It's better from Castletown Slieve. They're looking for Ross Holmes here in the corner, but this time he knocks it out over the sideline, and Eddie Fitzpatrick indicates it'll be a line ball for Portlaoise from just inside their own half-back line. The first line ball of the game. Nicely struck down towards Gareth Phelan. Gareth Phelan with the second attempt. A good ball in towards the half forward, going to be kept in play, is it, by Craig Martley? Still Craig Martley in there. Ball breaking out towards Quaylan Murphy. A good shot from Quaylan Murphy. Is it inside the post? No, Niall Gilfoyle says it's out over the end line. Third wide for Portlaoise, and we're not playing 5 minutes yet. Ball poked out by Michal Cuddy in the Castletown Slieve Bloom goal. Out towards Shane Smith. Ball didn't go very far, but still in the possession of Portlaoise, and still in the possession of Portlaoise. The centre half back is up there, Dylan Feen, but he's had very little progress, and Castletown have won a free just inside their own half of the field. Second free for Castletown, dropping dangerously, going to go out over the end line and wide. Kept in play, and Craig Haslam wins it. He's fouled, and it'll be a free out from the edge of his own square. Played on the senior B team earlier this year, and of course played in the senior championship last year when Portlaoise were relegated. Good shot from Craig Haslam. He's looking for Aaron Bergen. He's not going to go to Aaron Bergen, but it's still in there for Portlaoise. Got out over the sideline. Eddie Fitzpatrick's indicated that it might have been for Portlaoise, but John Lalor says it's a line ball for Castletown Slieve Bloom, or is it a free? Maybe a bit of a high pull there from Portlaoise, and the free for Castletown should be taken by Shane Phelan this time. In towards the corner forward. But in there too is the fullback Frank Flanagan going past centre field. He gets a ball towards the centre forward, Shane Whelan. Shane Whelan's shot goes out over the end line, and a fourth wide of the game for Portlaoise. They're certainly dominating the opening changes, but a bit wasteful in perfect conditions. Ball poked out by Michal Cuddy for Castletown Slieve Bloom. Broken down though for the Castletown man, Kieran Conroy. Kieran Conroy, lovely ball in towards the centre of the field, but they're there to break up the attack is the Portlaoise defence of Quaylan Murphy, their midfielder, who's been playing very much in the attack in the opening minutes. Lovely ball cleared out here towards Ty Cuddy. Ty Cuddy down along the sideline. We're waiting for there is the big man Ethan O'Reilly. Ethan O'Reilly drops it back in towards the full forward line. No real danger. The ball's going to go very near the end line, but well taken by Michael Cuddy in the Castletown Slieve Bloom goal. He gets it out towards the middle of the field. Waiting for there though is Shane Smith, the big tall Portlaoise man. Picked up the senior B hurling championship medal last week. Lovely ball in towards the corner forward. Oh, danger here for Lee Davis. Oh, and he misses. And well cleared out by the Castletown defence. How did that man miss? Because it was a perfect pass in, a free out to Castletown. What a let off there for Castletown Slieve Bloom. Lee Davis seemed poised to get the game's opening goal. But good work by the Castletown defence. And a free out to be taken by their centre half back, Robbie Burke, their team captain. In towards Ross Holmes. Still Ross Holmes, the Slieve Bloom man. Well broken up by the Portlaoise defence. Ethan O'Reilly having a fine game. Gets it out towards the corner back there, Truman Brennan. The referee has blown his whistle for over carrying with Tiernan Brennan and awarded a free into Castletown Slieve Bloom. A chance maybe here for the equaliser for Dylan Conroy. Almost perfect conditions right in front of the goal. And Portlaoise, after going into a 2-point lead, could well be level after this shot. Dylan Conroy picks it straight over the bar. Ten minutes gone in this Laois Minor Hurling Championship final replay. 2 points apiece. Good puck out from Craig Haslam in towards Lee Davis, the man that had the great goal opportunity just a few minutes ago. But Castletown's coming into this game. Good hand pass out towards the sideline, towards Dylan Conroy again, but well blocked down by the Portlaoise man. The centre back Dylan Fane loses it, goes to his marker, centre forward Martin Phelan. Referee blows his whistle and the foul on Martin Phelan. And a chance here for Castletown Slieve Bloom maybe to take the lead in the early stages. The referee going to have a word, is he, with the centre half back? No. Dylan Conroy. He's already put 2 between the sticks. A chance here almost from the same position as he was 2 minutes ago, and a chance to give Castletown Slieve Bloom the lead. Bends, lifts, strikes and straight over the bar. "11 minutes gone in the game and Castletown Slieve Bloom take the lead, 3 points to 2. Ball out towards Shane Smith, well caught. Out towards Lee Davis, has moved out around the half-forward line. Aaron Bergen has moved in around the full-forward line, but this one is not going to go in far enough. Well taken by the keeper in there, Michael Cuddy. Portlaoise man has it, he's held up. Loses the ball. Taken by the man wearing number 5, Owen Peters. From Cam Clone, a lovely ball out towards Dylan Conroy. Is he going to get his 4th point? And he does. Number 9, same fella. 4-2, 4 points for Dylan Conroy, 2 points for Aaron Bergen. That's the state of play here after 11 and a half, 12 minutes of play. The men in blue and white were 2 points behind, now they're 2 points in front. Ross Holmes seems to have moved to the far corner, wins the ball ahead of 2 Portlaoise men. One of them is Shane Smith. He gets it back out towards the half forward out there, Kieran Conroy. Kieran Conroy, dangerous ball in towards the full forward. He blows his whistle. And another free in for Castletown Slieve Bloom. Paul Bergen won't be happy with that. They have surrendered a 2-point lead. And they're now likely to be trailing by 3 points as Dylan Conroy steps up to this one. And it's going to be a card. Is it the first card of the game? It's going to go to the Portlaoise man, Joe Gainey, played minor with Laois against Kilkenny in the Leinster semi-final. And Dylan Conroy, a chance to make it 5. Bends, lifts, and he won't make a mistake from there. "13 minutes gone. 5 points to 2. Five points for Dylan Conroy, 2 for Aaron Bergen. Ball breaks to the centre forward. Both centre forwards might have won that one, but it's the Portlaoise captain, Quaylan Murphy. He was also on the senior B team last week. Ball breaks out towards the centre half forward, Shane Whelan. He was taken off the last day. He might want to redeem himself here today. Ball goes narrowly wide, and that I make it is 5 wides for Portlaoise, but 5 points for Castletown Slieve Bloom with no wides. Ball to be poked out by Michael Cuddy. Going to drop it around centre field. Referee blows his whistle for a pull by the Castletown man. And a free to Portlaoise on their own half back line. Scoreboard reads 5 points to 2. 14 and a half minutes gone. Aaron Bergen out to take this free, but he's very far out from goal on this occasion. But he has scored from there before, and no wind. Bending, lifting and striking just inside his own half of the field, and the way the goalkeeper looks up, it looks like a point, and Neil Guilfoyle thinks it's a point. So after 15 minutes of play, just 2 players have scored, and they've scored a total of 8 points. 3 points for Aaron Bergen and 5 points for Dylan Conroy. Portlaoise on the attack again. But waiting for it in there is Owen Peters. Solo's out past the Portlaoise captain, Quaylan Murphy. In there is Frank Flanagan. The attack is broken up by Owen Nealon, is it? Owen Nealon, a good clearance from Owen Nealon. Up towards Quaylan Murphy, gets away from Quaylan Murphy. Portlaoise still very much on the attack as it ball breaks to Aaron Bergen. He'll be surrounded by 2 or 3 men. Good ball to the full forward for Portlaoise, Niall Gleeson, and Niall Gleeson a chance of a point, and a good point by Niall Gleeson. Five points to 4. Niall Gleeson becomes the 3rd scorer, and Quaylan Murphy picked up a bit of an injury. But a yellow card for the Castletown man. I think it was their centre half back and captain Robbie Burke who seemed to get that yellow card. And Quaylan Murphy gets attention from the physio, who just happens to be another Murphy. He seems to be okay. Play will resume with a puck out from Michael Cuddy in the Castletown Slieve boom goal after 16 and a half minutes of play. Just a point separating the sides. Ball breaks away from Shane Smith as Castletown Slieve Bloom come on the attack in towards, and it looks a good point from the full-back, the man wearing number 3. I think they're playing anywhere but number 3. He got the opening score, and now he's got the 10th point of the game to put his side 6 points to 4 ahead. Point from Conor Phelan. A good work there by the cornerback for Portlaoise, Kieran Brennan, but the ball's breaking away by Dylan Conroy. He loses, he goes back, gets it the second time. Dylan Conroy could take a shot at it, and it's gone out over the end line. That could be the first wide for Castletown Slieve Bloom. Portlaoise on 2 to 5 wides, Castletown Slieve Bloom on 1. Ball go to break towards Quaylan Murphy. Doesn't seem to have any after effects, but the ball going very dangerously near the line. Kept in play by Quaylan Murphy. 3 Castletown men around him, but he gets in his shot. He's looking for Aaron Bergen, who's now moved out around the half forward line. Not going to get an awful lot of change out of this Castletown man. His ball breaks out here towards Ethan O'Reilly and the Castletown Slieve Bloom man. Going to go off Ross Holmes' Hurley, and it'll be a line ball for Portlaoise. And relieve some of the pressure. They're trailing by 2 points. They led for most of the game in the drawn game, but certainly not having it all their own way in the opening half here now after 19 minutes of play. Castletown lead by 2 points. Good line ball to the unmarked Niall Gleeson. He scored a good point a few minutes ago from play. He takes a look at the goal. It's dropping in and dropping over the crossbar for Niall Gleeson's second point. But it was from a good line ball from the centre half back, Dylan Fane. Reduced the margin to a single point after almost 20 minutes of play. 6 points to 5. Castletown Slieve Bloom lead. Castletown Slieve Bloom on the attack. Ross Holmes, hand pass in. He's looking for the centre half forward, Martin Phelan. Ball breaks out to the full forward, Craig Finlay. Got a point to last day. In there too is Frank Flanagan. Ball broken out towards danger here for Portlaoise. Comes across the square to the full forward, but in there is the cornerback, got a yellow card, Joe Gainey. and sends a long relieving clearance for Portlaoise. Ball breaks kindly for Aaron Bergen. Lovely ball. We're going to break kindly in here for the full forward. Gleeson, who's fouled. And a chance here, maybe a chance here for the equaliser from Aaron Bergen. A man who's moved to a couple of positions already, but he's already got 3 points to his name on the board. And a chance of possibly the equaliser after 21 minutes of play. Bending, lifting, striking. It's a good one. It's gone straight between the posts. Six apiece. Aaron Bergen with 4, 2 to Niall Gleeson. And Dylan Conroy with 6 for the blue and white, with 5 for the blue and white, and 1 from the fullback, Conor Phelan. Portlaoise coming more into the game. Oh, a bit of mess in there. But the ball might break kindly. A foul on Quayle and Murphy. The referee says play on. Taken by the Castletown midfielder Dylan Conroy. The referee says there's a foul on Dylan Conroy as he struck the ball and he's awarded a free for where the ball lands. And it might be taken by the fullback. Harry Phelan, the mass sewer, goes in to see if Castletown Slieve blue man is okay. Castletown man seems to be okay. Gets a drink from the magic bottle. And the free to be taken by the fullback, Conor Phelan. And straight over the bar from Conor Phelan, his second point. Castletown on the attack again. Going to break towards Ross Holmes. Goes away from Ross Holmes. There's 2 Portlaoise men in there. One of them loses it. Breaks kindly though for Owen Nealon. Lovely ball to the centre back. Dylan Feen tries to feed it into the corner here to Craig Martley. Heavily tackled there by the Castletown Slieve with the referee. Did he allow advantage? Oh, but now he awards the free in, rightly so. There was no advantage and he awards the free in. Chance for Aaron Bergen to get his 5th point and draw these sides again. 23.5 minutes gone. Out near the sideline, I see a sub warming up in the Portlaoise team. Aaron Bergen just outside the 20-metre line, 3 or 4 metres in from the stand side of the field, bending, lifting and striking, and it looks to be okay. Point for Aaron Bergen. Seven points apiece after 24.5 minutes of play in the Laois Minor Hurling Championship final replay. Ball going to drop around the centre of the field. And there is Shane Smith, not really dominating this game by any means, but it breaks kindly for the half forward. Going to break it up here towards Craig Martley. He won a free a minute ago. He's won a second free. And a chance for Aaron Bergen to regain the lead for Portlaoise after Castletown have led for the last 15 minutes. A chance for Aaron Bergen. Perfectly poised for him. He scored from a more acute angle just over a minute ago, and a chance now to put his side back in front after they have been under the cosh for most of this opening half. Bending, lifting and striking. The angle is right. Is it slightly over Niall Files? That's Aaron Bergen's second wide, and it's Portlaoise's sixth wide. The score remains 7 apiece after 25 and a half minutes of play. Ball to be poked out by Michael Cuddy. It's going to drop beyond centre field. A cluster hurls goes for it. But two Castletown men are going to win it. A third Castletown man gets a chance here. He goes to the ground, he tries to hand pass it out. It's the centre half forward, and it's going to break kindly for Portlaoise man, but he's hooked from behind. There's another Portlaoise man there, Shane Wheeler, but the Castletown Slieve will come away with it. It's Kieran Conroy, well blocked down for Portlaoise by Ethan Riley, having a fine game here in the opening half. Ball going to break kindly in here for Craig Marty. Ball cleared away though for Castletown Slieve. And there is the centre halfback Dylan Fean. Aaron Bergen. How is his man from behind, and it'll be a free to Castletown Slieve Blue. Conor Phelan already with 2 points. He scored one from further out the field from a free. A chance to regain the lead before half time, maybe for Castletown Slieve Blue. There's a tail on it, just like Aaron Bergen. It goes out over the end line and wide. Third wide for Castletown Slieve Blue. Ball poked out towards Aaron Bergen's wing. Closely marked, he goes towards Shane Smith. A good ball inside, looking for Craig Marty. He's going to go in towards the full forward line. Gleeson tried to get it. Oh, well, did he pick it off the ground? I think he did. Yeah, he's a bit surprised, but Dylan Conroy, good effort. Picked the ball off the ground, making the task very easy for Aaron Bergen. In front of the goal. 45 metres out. Bending. Aaron Bergen took the ball between the posts and Portlaoise ahead. $15 points scored, 8 for Portlaoise, 7 for Castletown Slieve Bloom, and the game is 28 minutes old. Portlaoise conceding as Cormac Conor Phelan a chance to equalise, but his shot is blocked down. Well taken by Joe Gainey in the corner. Lovely ball out towards Aaron Bergen. Well caught by Aaron Bergen. He's looking for Niall Gleeson, but Gleeson is going to be beaten. Waiting for these two Castletown Slieve men to clear it way down the field. Back there is Shane Whelan, well caught by the full back, and a chance for the centre forward here for Castletown Slieve. Martin Phelan, the referee blows his whistle. Just 1 minute of injury time to be played. And a very promising move there before the foul was committed on Martin Phelan, and surely Dylan Conroy will draw the sides as we approach the last minute of the opening half. Bending, lifting and straight over the bar for Dylan Conroy. Eight apiece. It was 8-7 at half time in the drawn game in favour of Portlaoise. Ball breaks out towards the far side for Portlaoise. No great clean striking, but still Portlaoise on the attack. Oh, Dara Phelan's shot. Well caught in there by Owen Peters. Ball breaks kindly for Tiernan Brennan, but the ball is beaten away from him. He goes back for the second time. Gets it ahead of his man, and well cut by Tiernan Brennan. Good ball up towards Shane Smith. Castletown trying to clear their lines here before half time. Is there a lead point from either side? Oh, a wild pull there by a Portlaoise man. It'll be a free in. He breaks his hurley in the process, and a free foul committed by Owen Nealon. The referee, well, no card, but he a broken hurley. And the chance here is that more likely it's Conor Phelan on the far side. Man with 2 points. Could he put his side in the front? As we enter injury time, Conor Phelan shot's going to drop short. Well cut, and the referee blows his whistle. Well cut by Joe Gainey. And at half time the sides are level. 8 points apiece in the Laois Minor Hurling Championship final replay between Portlaoise and Castletown Slieve. Remember, the end at All Square 2 weeks ago. It's their first meeting in the final since 2001, when Portlaoise won their last title, when they won by a single point, captained by Jason Lalor. Referee John Lalor about to start the second half. There's a change in the Portlaoise team. Ethan O'Reilly, who had a good game in the first half, appears to be gone off injured, wearing number 5. Not too sure who's in yet, but the referee throws in the ball and the game is on. The sides are level, 8 points apiece. They finished 114 to 17 points when the sides met here 2 weeks ago, and the first free of the second half goes to Castletown Slieve and Dylan Conroy, who scored frequently in the opening half. 5 points, I think, about 2, maybe opened the scoring of the second half just after 30 seconds of play. Dylan Conroy's shot's going to tail out horn. Tim Fatty says it's wide, and the score remains 8 points apiece. Ethan O'Reilly gone off the Portlaoise team. Ball going to drop around the centre of the field, looking for Aaron Bergen out there on the half forward line, but it's the Castletown Slieve who are going to win it. Not going to get very far because it's going to back towards Aaron Bergen. Aaron Bergen tries to get round his man. A nice hand pass in towards Quaylen Murphy, the captain. Murphy trying to make room for himself, gets a good ball in towards Lee Davis. Lee Davis, ball knocked away from him but not gone very far, still in possession. Lee Davis goes back, tries to get it a second time. It goes to Aaron Bergen. Aaron Bergen is fouled, and free into Portlaoise after just 1.5 minutes. Chance for Aaron Bergen to regain the lead. He was the top scorer in the first half with 6 points, and 2 points for Niall Gleeson, accounting for the Portlaoise total. Joe Phelan hasn't been much in the game, but scored that vital goal in the closing minutes of the drawn game. Aaron Bergen bending, lifting and striking his first one into the town goal, and it's over the bar. Portlaoise lead 9 points to 8 after almost 32 minutes of play. Ball poked out towards the far side of the field, going to break down. Foul on the Castletown man. Chance for Dylan Conroy with the equaliser. Possibility of a drawn minor final. We had one 2 years ago when Burris Kilcotton were going for their 5th title in a row. They were held to a draw by the Harps and beaten in the replay. Dylan Conroy a chance here to level the match after 33 minutes of play. Bends, lifts, strikes his first one into the Abbey League's end, but Niall File says it's wide. On typical Dylan Conroy. Ball poked out to the far side of the field, but Castletown Slieve on the attack again. Dangerous ball cut out by Joe Gainey, not good, doesn't get it very far, but in there too is Tiernan Brennan. Onto the centre half forward. Martin Phelan won a medal with Ross Gray, and he's got a point. Equaliser from Martin Phelan, the centre half forward. Castletown's first point of the second half. After almost 4 minutes of play, leaves the scoreboard reading 9 points apiece. Castletown Slieve Bloom again. They're outplayed in the third quarter in the drawing game, but they're not going to be outplayed here. Ball out to Ross Holmes. He went off injured. He was a bit of a loss here in the closing minutes of the drawing game, but he's back fully fit today. Gets it back towards the man that's playing full-back, or supposed to be playing full-back, but he scored 2 points. Conor Phelan. He could be going to set up another score here, but stalemate in around the goal is Joe Gainey. Wins possession, gets a great ball out towards Shane Smith. Hasn't been that much in the game, but he sends a lovely ball down here towards Craig Martley. Craig Martley trying to get around his cornerback, Glenn Tobin. There's still Craig Martley. Lovely ball to Niall Gleeson, and shot it out over the end line and wide. Oh, Niall Gleeson. Powerful shot. Almost struck the umpire, Owen Scully. A rasping shot, but out over the end line and wide. A wide apiece in the second half. And here come Castletown, Dylan Conroy. Hasn't got much from play, but he sends this one out over the end line. Two wides for Castletown, 2 wides for Dylan Conroy. Well caught by Aaron Bergen. He's fouled. The referee says play on. Aaron Bergen strikes from play. It's going to drop dangerously around the goal. In there's Niall Gleeson. But the referee, he gave Aaron Bergen the advantage. When he didn't get a score, then he gives him the chance. Benefit of the doubt and the chance for Aaron to regain the lead. Sides are level, 9 points apiece, 35.5 minutes gone. No wind. Aaron Bergen bending, lifting and striking. He has already got 7 points. Will we make it 8? But Owen Scully says no, it's gone out over the end line. And if Dylan Conroy can do it, Aaron Bergen can do it. The score remains 9 apiece. Ball going to break around centre of the field. Shane Smith coming more into the game in the second half. Sends a lovely ball back towards Frank Flanagan. Flanagan hand passes it back out to Smith. Smith will drop it in around. No, he takes a short one. He drops it into the corner forward, Lee Davis. And Lee Davis, a high ball. Got a point the last day. He's dropping a dangerous ball in around Niall Gleeson. But caught by the goalkeeper, Michael Cuddy. Michael Cuddy's shot going to go very near the sideline on the far side. Kept him played out. A well taken, good play there by Castletown Slieve Bloom. Referee blows his whistle. I think he might be going to throw in the ball. A bit of an injury there to Castletown Slieve Bloom player, to be attended by Harry Phelan, the masseur. He seems to be okay, and is he going to award a free? He's going to award a free actually to Castletown, to be taken by Dylan Conroy, back on his own half of the field. Dylan Conroy, a lovely ball in towards the goal mouth, going to drop very near Craig Haslam. A good clearance, but there's 2 Castletown men waiting for them. One of them has it. A shot and a chance of a shot is by Kieran Conroy. Very hard to make out the numbers, but it looks to be Kieran Conroy. Is there a substitute in the Castletown team? It looks to be Aaron Gohan. But Kieran Conroy with the point that puts Castletown ahead. 10 points to 9. And Ross Holmes is the man that makes a way for Aaron Gohan. Aaron Gohan came on the last day. Got a chance of the equaliser, but his shot tailed out over the end line and wide. Puck out to be taken by Craig Heslin. He's side trailed by a single point. He's looking for Aaron Bergen. He's got most of their scores already today. Ball going towards Dara Phelan. Hasn't been that prominent. Shane Smith gets a good ball in, but there's a Castletown Slieve blue man waiting for it. It's going to break kindly for Dylan Conroy, and he's going on a solo run. He's going on. Oh! Well, maybe a harsh decision on the Portlaoise substitute, Brian Nocton. Dylan Conroy goes to the ground. Brian Nocton, who replaced Owen Nealon at half, Ethan O'Reilly at half time. Aaron Gahan with the free, and Aaron Gahan with a point. $11 points to 9. Castletown a chance to go 3 points in front. Out over the end line and wide though. Aaron Gahan, 25. With his first touch of play, Aaron Gahan puts 2 points between the sides. Ball dropping for Shane Smith. He breaks it down towards Owen Nealon. Well blocked down by Frank Flanagan. It'll be a line ball though for Castletown Slieve Bloom. It'll be taken by Kieran Conroy, scorer of the last point from play, to put his side ahead. Paul Bergen's warming up. Another substitute. He knows the chips are down. Brian Bohan is very busy over there. He knows that they need scores. The man who seems to be coming on is Kieran Martley. Good ball in here for Portlaoise. Oh, still for in towards Niall Gleeson. Stalemate in around the Castletown goal mouth. It's cleared out the field by Ty Cuddy. Beyond centre field. This man, Brian Nocton, is certainly not afraid to have a go, but the ball is knocked out, and Anthony Steppen says it's a line ball. A line ball for Castletown Slieve Bloom. The substitute in the Portlaoise team seems to be Kieran Martley. Might be replacing his brother, Craig, or is it O'Neillan, the man who was taken off the last day. Yeah, the man who was taken off at a similar junction in the drawn final. O'Neillan is replaced again. Good defending by Owen Feehan, or Dylan Joe Geeney, I should say. Good ball cleared out towards the centre of the field. But there's Castletown Slieve Bloom men everywhere but Shane Whelan. Still on the attack, out towards Lee Davis. Lee Davis keeps it in play. Good ball back out towards Craig Martley. Craig Martley, and the referee, the linesman says two subs in the Portlaoise team. They're trailing by 2 points. And Castletown Slieve Bloom defending stoutly. Ball up as Brian Nocton again. Back there is Quayle and Murphy. Going to go very near the centre forward. The Castletown Slieve Bloom. Is it Aaron Gahan? Lovely hand pass out towards the centre half forward, but a terrible wide from the centre half forward. Martin Phelan. Third wide of the second half. The score remains 11-9. A let off there for Portlaoise. Ball breaks towards Lee Davis. Lee Davis along the ground, but there's nobody inside. It's going to go very close to the sideline. Linesman's flag is not gone up yet. Kept in play by Castletown Slieve Bloom. In towards their full back, towards the Owen Peoples. A long delivery up along the far side of the field. And Joe Ganey's in there hurling a stormer for Portlaoise. Still Joe Ganey, shot blocked down though. Ball gone out over the sideline. A line ball for Portlaoise. Eddie Fitzpatrick indicates, and we make it 43 minutes gone. Castletown Slieve Bloom caused a bit of an upset when they defeated the league finalists Abbey Leaks in the opening round. And in the semi-final they defeated a strong Clopbalacalla team who had knocked out Borris Kilcotton in a high-scoring encounter game, the highest-scoring game in the county for many years, a game played in Slieve Bloom. And Portlaoise opened their campaign with an impressive victory over the Harps, the champions of 2 years ago. Here come Portlaoise again with a strong Castletown defence. Gets it in towards Shane Whelan. Looks, pokes it high, and Owen Scully puts up the flag and a point for Shane Whelan. And after the disappointment of being taken off the last day, he scored a very good point to narrow the gap, and badly needed by Portlaoise as we approach the end of the third quarter. 44 minutes 20 seconds gone. A point separating. Ball breaks and a foul on the Castletown centre half forward Martin Phelan. It should be easy for, it's Aaron Gahan I think is going over to take this one. He scored the last one, and another substitute on the Portlaoise team. And this time we're bringing on number 24, Ronan O'Sullivan, whose father, Michael, hurled with Castletown Slieve Bloom at all levels. Yeah, Ronan O'Sullivan's going into the attack. And the man that might be going off is Dara Phelan, or wearing number 13. And Ronan O'Sullivan has played at intermediate level, but Aaron Gahan bending, lifting and striking and with the confidence, but Nigel Pyle says no. A bad wide for the young man from Castletown Slieve Bloom. Their fourth wide. Ball in towards Craig Haslam. Dara Phelan gone off the Portlaoise team, replaced by Ronan O'Sullivan. Aaron Bergen goes to the ground, and John Lawler's going to have a word with somebody here. The score, we're entering the final quarter. The Laois Minor Hurling Final. Castletown Slieve Bloom 11 points. 10 points to Portlaoise. Looking for the first title in 14 years. An incredible gap, I suppose, for a big town like Portlaoise. Has produced so many wonderful underage players at minor, and won several minor football titles since that, but never have appeared in a minor final since they beat Castletown here in 2001, when Castletown Slieve Bloom were seeking to complete a unique treble to become the first team to win 3 hurling titles in the 1 year. They had beaten Portlaoise in the under-21 final early in the year comprehensively, captained by John Palmer. And they had also won the senior final, captained by Fionnán Sullivan. They defeated Tina Hinch in that senior final 14 years ago. But their chance of a treble was denied with a scoring spree in the second half by Alan Kinsley, the man with strong cameras connections. Aaron Bergen here a chance to fire the equaliser. It's been their leading scorer. Bends, lifts and strikes, and it goes straight over the bar. "47 minutes gone. It's 11-11. Ball breaks around centre field towards the centre half back. Dylan Feehan. And knocked away by Shane Smith towards the centre half back again. Dylan Feehan gets Portlaoise on the attack. He's looking for Aaron Bergen, moved in around the full forward line. Aaron Bergen takes a shot from play, but it's going to go over the end line and wide. And Owen Scully indicates that it took a deflection off a Castletown defender, and it's an important 65 for Portlaoise after 47 minutes of play. The sides are level, 11 points apiece. Aaron Bergen has already accounted for 8 points of the 11. But Portlaoise will be disappointed that more players, more of the attack haven't got on the score sheet. They've already replaced Clara Phelan. Aaron Bergen. High and over the crossbar. And Portlaoise lead after 48 minutes, but the game is far from over. Ball going to break around centre field. Out there is big Frank Flanagan. He was outstanding in the earlier games. He's still outstanding. He gets it to Shane Smith. Was outstanding in the earlier games. Didn't play well in the drawn game. The referee, well, he might have overcarried. I think the Castletown Slieve Bloom people might think that he overcarried it. Quayle and Murphy, whose grandfather Ned captained Portlaoise to win the junior final exactly 50 years ago. Passed away earlier this year. And his cousin Keith captained Portlaoise to win the senior B final last week. Aaron Bergen, bending, lifting and striking side, are already one up. Are the two up? There are 2 points between the sides. Three in a row from Aaron Bergen has changed the complexion of this game. 49 minutes gone, a short puck out. It works out for Owen Peters, does it? Sends a long relieving clearance. Well in there, oh, Joe Gainey having a great game in there in the Portlaoise defence. But here come Castletown, Dylan Conroy. Still Dylan Conroy. Hand pass it across, the chance of a goal! Oh, goal by Conor Phelan, the full back. He took a pass from Dylan Conroy to Conor Phelan, one of the few other players to score. And Craig Haslam had no chance. (111 to 13 points). Castletown Slieve Bloom on the attack again. But in there is the substitute. Kieran Martley sends a good ball out towards the middle of the park. They're looking for Quayle and Murphy. Oh, he goes to the ground with the referee. I don't think he's going to warn him a free here, but he's certainly going to hop the ball. Quayle and Murphy will feel maybe that he was entitled to a free, but then he got one a couple of moments ago. The Castletown felt he wasn't entitled to, so maybe the books are balanced. I think he's going to hop the ball. There's no injury to anybody. But a cracking goal. Only one goal came in the drawn game, and that went to Joe Phelan, but that came about 3 minutes from time. That goal came with 11 minutes left for play, but now there's 10 minutes. Castletown Slieve Bloom lead by a point. They were trailing by 2. But here comes their centre half forward, and he goes to the ground. Another foul on Martin Phelan, their centre half forward. And, well, if Dylan Conroy has his sharpshooters on, there could be 2 points between the sides. Dylan Conroy. Well, Aaron Gahan took the last one. He drove it wide, but Dylan Conroy makes no mistake. .51 minutes gone. Portlaoise trail by 2 points. Out there is Tiernan Brennan, loses the ball to the centre half forward. This man has caused an awful lot of problems. He's won another free. It's the centre half forward, Martin Phelan. And surely Dylan Conroy to put 3 points between the sides. It will be the biggest margin between the sides in this game. Portlaoise would have led by 3 and 4 in the drawn game, but a chance here to go 3 points in front with 8 minutes, less than 8 minutes remaining. Dylan Conroy. Dylan Conroy sends it straight between the posts. John Lalor. There's a substitute on the Castletown team. He looks to be Joe McCormack. Joe McCormick replaces Craig Finlay with 8 minutes left in this minor final. There's 3 points between the sides. And here comes Castletown, Kieran Conroy, another man who's had a fine game. But a man who came on a sub and is hurling well for Portlaoise is Brian Nocton, but his clearance doesn't go very far. Here comes Castletown Slieve Bloom again. In there is their corner forward, Joe Phelan. Joe Manda got the goal the last day. Joe Phelan, hand pass it across the goal mouth. Well stopped by Craig Hazelin. He could do nothing about the shot from Conor Finn. But the referee blows his whistle and awards a free in to Castletown Slieve Bloom. Craig Hazelin not happy with the decision. Joe McCormick replacing the full forward, and John Lalor not happy with that ball out from Craig Hazelin. A bit of lack of discipline coming into the Portlaoise defence, and they can ill afford. They're trailing by 3, and it looks like there'll be 4 between it as Dylan Conroy steps up to this one. He's already scored the last 2 points. Dylan Conroy strikes and straight over the crossbar. And now it's all Castletown Slieve Bloom. The attack is broken up by Shane Smith, but he fails to clear the ball. It's still there for Shane Smith. Goes to the ground. Still there for the centre half back, Dylan Finn. Gets it to Lee Davis. Lee Davis gets a good ball in towards Shane Whelan. Shane Whelan still there. It's still Portlaoise on the attack. Gets to Niall Gleeson. Niall Gleeson's shot is blocked down. He's going to break to another Portlaoise man. It's the corner forward, Lee Davis. Is he going for a score? No, he dropped it in towards Aaron Bergen. Well taken by Owen Peters. But in there is Ronan O'Sullivan. But it's Castletown Slieve Bloom who's going to clear their lines. High Cuddy gets it out as far as Brian Nocton. Castletown Slieve Bloom win it in the field of Aaron Gahan. Breaks towards Quaylan Murphy. The side will need scores if they're Portlaoise to win this title, but here comes Conor Phelan, the man who has been absolutely outstanding throughout the whole game and in the drawn game as well. Out there who is a man who's played his heart out for Portlaoise is Joe Gainey. Ball going to go very near the end line, going to be kept in play though by Kieran Conroy. Kieran Conroy hand passes it out towards an incoming Castletown Slieve Bloom man. Well blocked down though by Frank Flanagan. Frank Flanagan out towards Brian Nocton, the sub for truth at half time, and the Portlaoise team has hurled well. But a ball breaks towards Dylan Conroy. A chance here for Castletown Slieve Bloom, but the escape so far. But the centre half back, Dylan Finn, sends a good long ball, but waiting for all on his own is the Castletown Slieve Bloom man. He's about to be tackled, but he won't lose the ball. He'll lose it now, but he's still there. Ball gone past centre of the field. And Aaron Gahan sends a high ball in that's going to go out over the end line and wide. The score remains with 3.5 minutes left for play. And Anthony Seven going to have a word here with John Lalor. Just 3.5 minutes left. As Ken Holmes, a former minor captain back in 1990 was it, came home from England to help Castletown beat Portlaoise in the minor final. Ball's going to drop around the centre of the field. Portlaoise needs scores and they need them quickly. Quaylan Murphy swings in the ball. Ken Holmes not happy that his side didn't get a free there. Ball still around the middle of the park. And well taken by Castletown Slieve Bloom, and it's Dylan Conroy. Has been outstanding. Takes a shot at the goal. Sends it high and sends it over the crossbar. .58 minutes gone. And it looks like the Harry Gray Cup is on its way back to the north. Castletown Slieve Bloom lead 115 to 13 points. Attention here for a Portlaoise player. But Portlaoise just didn't hurl well enough on the day. Ball poked out by towards Kieran Martin. He's going to be beaten. He's going to be beaten by Joe Phelan. Hasn't got on the score sheet yet, but got that all-important goal that kept him in the drawing game. Frank Flanagan. Frank goes to the ground. He's won a free, but they'll need more than a free at the moment because they're trailing by 5 points in the goalkeeper. Craig Haslam is coming out to take it.
Additional time is 2 minutes.
2 minutes of additional time, and we making it maybe 1.5 of normal time. 3.5 minutes for Portlaoise to pull back a 5-point deficit. They've already won the Senior B. They're beaten in the intermediate quarter final. They're still in the under 21. Craig Haslam delivers a high ball in around the square. They'll be hoping that Aaron Bergen, because the rest of the forwards just haven't turned it on today, goes towards Shane Whelan. This is a man who's hurled well. He was taken off the last day, but he's hurled well today. Scored a point. Hand pass out towards Quaylen Murphy. Quaylen Murphy gets the ball in around the corner. Here towards Lee Davis. Lee Davis has the ball knocked away from him because Castletown Slieve Bloom defence are hurling like tigers. Ball towards Quaylen Murphy, the captain, sends a great ball in towards Aaron Bergen. Oh, taken by the Castletown Slieve Bloom man, goes to the ground, and a free out for the boys in blue. And what a performance by Finan Cuddy's charges. They were outsiders in the drawing game. Seemed to be dead and buried with 5 minutes to go, and they got a goal and 2 points to send the game to a replay. And now they lead by 5 points with the game in injury time. They won their first minor title, defeating Portlaoise here in 1988. They lost the final in 89, but they won a second one here in 1990 to beat Camrus in the final in 1992. They haven't won too many minors since, but with their senior hurlers being relegated, this would be a massive fill-up for them. And they're, of course, in the junior final next Sunday when they take on Clough Ballacalla. Free to be taken by one of the stars of the team, Owen Peters. Going to drop a high ball. Goes to the centre half forward. He takes a shot. It's going to go over the end line, but good as a score now from Martin Phelan. Ball breaks towards Aaron Bergen. He'll be well marshalled. Goes to the ground, but the referee says no, play on. Goes towards the centre half back, but it's going to break towards Aaron Gahan. Aaron Gahan has hurled well since he came in. He gets it up to a man who's come on a sub in the last couple of minutes, Joe McCormack. Joe McCormack gets it back to the centre half forward, Martin Phelan. Martin Phelan strikes high and on the crossbar. 61 minutes gone. Castletown Slieve Bloom lead 1-16 to 13 points in the Laois Minor Hurling Championship final replay. Ball going to drop around Quaylen Murphy, but he's at the wrong end of the field. Gets it back to the goalkeeper, Craig Haslam. They need 2 goals at this stage. John Lalor is putting the book in his pocket. And Dylan Conroy sends it high into the parallelogram. A chance of a score out over the end line. With 2 substitutes coming on the Castletown team. 16. Niall Phelan and Owen Cuddy. They'll hardly have time to warm up even. Ball's going to drop around the middle of the field. Joe Phelan is not going to get a score today because he's just been replaced as free into Portlaoise. 62.5 minutes gone. 6 points between the sides. And the Portlaoise wait for a minor title is going to go on. high ball in from Lee Davis. He's looking for Owen Bergen, or for Aaron Bergen. The referee blows his whistle and it's all over. And Castletown Slieve Loom are the Laois Minor Hurling Champions for 2015 after they had beaten Abbeymeads, the league champions, in the opening round. It was considered a surprise. They defeated Clough-Ballacalla in the semi-final, but now are worthy champions, defeating Portlaoise, the favourites. After a replay, the last day, they scored a goal in 14 points. Portlaoise scored 17 points. Today, Castletown Slieve Loom scored 116, but Portlaoise only scored 13 points. And their captain today is Robbie Burke from the Slieve Loom end. I would say number 3.
Number 3. The girl of the side would say number 9, Dylan Conroy.
Well, he got the scores, but your man got the goal, and he got 2 points as well.
Who?
Fiona.
Conor Fiona, yeah. He got the goal, did he?
Oh God, he did, yeah.
I'd like to compliment both teams on a fantastic performance here today in the Laois Shopping Centre minor A hurling final. I want to thank John Lalor and his officials, Anthony Stephen and Eddie Fitzpatrick, and his umpires on a job well done. Congratulations, lads. To Portlaoise, commiseration, lads. I know it's been a long road to get here, and keep the heads up and come again. But firstly, I'd like to call on our PRO top player here today to make a presentation to the Crown Kings man of the match. And if that is Conor Fiona, full back. So, Castletown Slieve Loom and your mentors and trainers, lads, and supporters, well done, fantastic performance here today. Took the second day to do it, and you've done the job, and well done. And without further ado, I'd like to make a presentation of the cup to the winning captain, number 6, Robbie Burke, Castletown Slieve Loom.
It's an absolute privilege for me to accept this cup and have these lads today. I know this senior club has gone the wrong ways, but these bunch of lads are my best friends like since we're under 10 years of age, and it's an absolute privilege to be fight with them today. People said we're going to win the championship at the start of the year and we laughed at them, and it's not believe they can start the year for everybody today. It's an absolute brilliant experience. I'd like to thank the two people. I'd like to thank Ken, Shan, James, and especially Fanon. Fanon put serious work into this team. His organisation is unbelievable. And Joe, not forget anyway, Joe. And I'd like to thank Portlaoise for a great game of hurling. They probably could have bet us the first day of that last bucket game, but we got lucky and we came back and we won it today. So 3 cheers for Portlaoise. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray!
Get on it! Get up, Bobby, you shower guns.
Hold on now, yeah, fix the hair. One more.
Hey, Bobby, up. Beer.
You're all underage, like you're. Go home, watch the video.